I'm the founder of Fibritech, and we address the problem of foamed plastics, which are made of petroleum material, fossil-based material. Foamed plastics finds hundreds of applications, from construction to helmets used by every 10th person around the globe. And this is a huge problem, that such materials are not biodegradable, even not recyclable very often. At Fibritech, I developed the process of materials which are equivalent to light and strong foam plastics. We expand fibers in molds and create equivalent to fossil-based materials. Many samples around here, together with some prototype of the helmet, are showing the possibilities. So we are building the new eco-industry.
Great. Tomasz, you are from Poland, but you told me that you grew up as an inventor, as someone building new things and new ideas all the time. Could you share a bit more about that process?
I was born in a time when electronics started developing, so I was lucky to, as a young guy, to experience purely analog devices and first primitive computers in 70s and 80s. But then, with time, electronics developed in so interesting way that I could follow further developments of electronics, designing devices, systems, creating complex software, simulators. So electronics and high tech based on electronics and maturing software systems with time was my passion. But not software only. It was hardware, electronics, and the majority of that was well grounded in physics.
It's you spent some time outside of Poland, and then you came back to Poland after many years to build Fibritech from the ground up, really. What was the experience doing that after being away for so long?
That was very interesting. I couldn't predict such flow of events. I went out to develop further my high-tech skills in electronics, and I've been doing that, but also facing the mature startup ecosystem in Scandinavia. I set up my own company, learned how to do this, how to attract investors, how to develop not easy inventions. But after some time, doing only electronics started appearing to me like it's already so mature that I would like to find something again so new, so exciting, like when I was younger at the beginnings of the electronics development. And I started thinking what I could do next in the middle of my life after having 20-something years of experience in different inventions. And when living in nice surrounding, natural surrounding in Scandinavia, beautiful landscapes, fjords in Norway, fresh air, clean water, we could drink tap water, it was very good quality. From the television, from the internet, a lot of news started banging my head about eco problems around the world, climate change, pollution, water, air, fossil-based materials. And then my thinking started, if I, having competence in high-tech, mostly electronics, can do something about that. I thought it's hard, but when you dig further, and that Scandinavian experience opened me not only the approach to entrepreneurship and startups, but also I got inspiration from the paper and wood-based industries where Sweden, Finland is strong in, based majority of forest resources, that by chance I met also some people, and as a curious person I got information what fibers are, what materials based from fibers are, and those are mainly flat paper, textiles or wood-based pressed structures. And I thought it must be possible to build much more from fibers, much more universal, functional structures in 3D. And why people are not doing that? And apparently that part of high tech and my competence in not fibers but in physics and automation and algorithmic approach to processes was more important to invent a new process of building materials from fibers. And I couldn't plan that as a special plan to follow upfront. It was some kind of curiosity and crunching and digging, thinking when sitting in the nice landscape of Norwegian fjords or in sauna. What to do more? How to make a breakthrough? So there is still hard to make plans for Fibritech based on such big shift in the technology. But after some years, it's maturing.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear from you, and also amazing to see in person, to feel, like you mentioned it, the ability to feel the material and how the properties that it presents it really shows the flexibility and the scale that this new material can be present in the future. Talking about the future, of course, Fibritech is not a brand new startup. It's been years of innovation and R&D and testing. Where do you see Fibritech going to in the future?
Yes, I hope that what we are doing is going pretty fast actually, because big shifts, big breakthroughs like that are created for many years first, like 10 years on the academia level, research, then some spin-offs are developing that industrially, so it takes between 10 and 20 years to really make something like this. And for a long time we didn't have a big shift in the industry, so our plan is to make the eco industry really happen. Based on this material platform, we can see how to make products addressing totally different markets. So hundreds and then thousands products on dozens of markets, from agriculture, soilless substrate, through furniture, packaging, and then construction materials. Depending on the scale, we will go step by step from more niche and smaller products to larger and on the mass scale. So we really want to create a new eco industry.
Could you show us the comparison between the soft mattresses and what you have?
Exactly. Majority of natural material fibers like this one from hemp are somehow put together in a thicker structure, but they are quite soft. I keep it in the bag because it also is dusting, sometimes falling apart.
Could you squeeze it a few more times?
Yeah, like this one.
So this is hemp.
This is hemp.
Okay.
There are first attempts to make foamed fibers in Scandinavia, but then the drying process is long, and those structures are not so strong like we are able to make in our process.
And yours will look comparable. Your comparable would be something like this.
Yeah. So then when doing with pure fibers like this structure, this one is already very strong, doesn't squeeze, but we also play with additives like biopolymers, and then it's still light material. A bit. This is non-biopolymeric additives. This is some strengthening by biopolymers, and then even if the material is light, it's very strong. It is equivalent to wood piece, but 5 times or at least a few times lighter. So the same resource can be turned into functional materials
Yeah.
More materials, more products. It's totally new engineering and new approach to material design and making
Amazing.
products from natural resources.
Yeah, the contrast is very obvious.
Or connection, still natural material connection with small pieces of wood, then create a strong but light and functional sandwich construction.
Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for taking me down to this location where you're building out the technology, and all the best in your next steps in building and in scaling up this technology.
Thank you very much
Thank you.
for interesting dialogue with you.